Referee. Our second referee, Lumer Bajarillo, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First for United Auctioneers, Army. Center from the National University, number 4, Private Ivy Perez. Middle blocker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 5, Sergeant King Balse. Opposite hitter from Central Philippines University, number 8, Team Captain Sergeant Jovelin Gonzaga. Outside spiker from the University of Perpetual Health System Delta, number 15, Corporal Royce Tubino. Outside spiker from Canada, number 19, Laura Condota. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 21, Private Jeanette Villarreal. Starting libero from Rizal Technological University, number 10, Sergeant Angela Nunak. And the head coach for the Lady Troopers, Staff Sergeant Emilio Kung Fu Reyes. And now the starters for the Signal HD Spikers. Middle blocker from the National University, number 2, Rosalind Doria. Outside spiker from the Far Eastern University, number 3, Team Captain Rachel Ann Dukias. Outside spiker from the United States, number 4, Ty Bieria. Opposite hitter from the University of the Philippines, number 8, Angeli Araneta. Middle blocker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 18, Ria Meneses. Center from FEU, number 22, Jel Cayuna. Starting libero from the University of Perpetual Health System Delta, number 14, Angelique Dionela. Head coach for Signal is Jack De Los Santos. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is the Lady Troopers versus the HD Spikers. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
And there we got a starting lineup: Gonzaga, Villarreal, Tubino, Nuna, Condota, Balse, and Ivy Perez. Starting out here for the Army Lady Troopers. On the other side, we've got Araneta, Meneses, Takis, Janela, Villarreal, Doria, and Cayuna for the Signal HD Spikers. Here, our first game this Thursday afternoon.
Well, when you look at the starting lineup of Signal for their fans, they have to be happy. Ria Meneses is starting today, so it seems like full force on the side of the HD Spikers.
And it couldn't happen at a better time because, as we talked about during the pregame, they cannot afford to lose a game. Actually, both these teams can't afford to lose a game at all.
Yeah, well, we talked about the standings at the start, no? The pregame. Really, so far, only 2 teams pretty much sure. Cherry and Dreamline. And it's really a toss-up for the last 2 semifinal spots. So all the games for me moving forward, it's going to be exciting and good.
And again, just a footnote to that, just so at least the fans are fully aware, is the fact that, yes, both these squads cannot lose any more games, but at the same time, their fate doesn't necessarily hang in their hands alone, because a lot of things can happen that still, even if they don't lose a game, they can still not make it.
That's true, that's true. And, you know, like, we covered so many games, so many conferences, and it's just, you don't really like seeing teams waiting for the results of other games before they find out their fate, right? But I think it's going to be that case. That's the case this conference.
As they say, you can just control your own game. So win as many as you can, win everything if you possibly can, and then let the chips fall where they lie.
Yes.
In the middle, Meneses is able to just get to that one, but still slowed down there by the defense. From the back row, Villarreal is denied.
Well, we talked about the blocking of Rose Doria for Signal. What about the blocking of net with Villarreal for Army? I mean, she has improved as well throughout the conferences. She's so comfortable with Army, and she's proving that I don't have to be that tall to be a good middle blocker.
Well, her rise hasn't been as quick as some of the other players that we've talked about, but Slowly but surely for her. There's another one.
Yeah. Boy, Army's defense is working really well here at the start of the first set.
Araneta will just send that one over. From the back row, easily dug there by Beria. That's going to stay inside. And finally, Signal HD on the board.
Well, a good start for Army, but Signal, you like the way they've been hustling as well. A bump set to Araneta. And Araneta, you know, she has started in a lot of matches in the last conference, but she's been coming off the bench, you know, Coach Shaq trying to change things up, but I think they mean business today.
Well, they have to. They're able to just get that one over. But still an opportunity for them once again. Back to the pin. And scoring is Jovelyn Gonzaga. As we now will check in with Sam Corrales.
The Signal HD Spikers have not seen competitive action in about 2 weeks, but the grind never stopped for the team. I got to speak to team captain Rachel Andakis, and she told me na mas buo at kompleto na ang squad ngayon dahil nakapag-training na din ulit si Riri Meneses. And as you can see, she's one of the starters for Signal this time around. The team had a lot of encouraging pep talks to boost their morale. They had sports psychology sessions, and they are now just focusing on what they can bring to the table. Sabi nga nila, ang kanilang motivation ay ang spot nila in the rankings at naka-display ito sa mga hallways nila. But Rachel jokingly tells me na hindi nila ito pinapansin. They hope to turn this around with a win today against Army. So let's see if they can indeed stay alive. Back to the panel.
That seems to be the theme here for today. You need to be able to win just to stay alive. You're not assured of anything.
But it's really hard not to look at the standings when it's posted all over the hallway.
That's true.
You have to turn a blind eye.
Not only that, you know what your situation is.
Well, speaking of situation, what a situational block there by Signal. I mean, we've been talking about Army's defense. What about Signal's defense there?
Trying to go down the line, running out of space. And they might challenge. Let's see. We are going to have our first challenge. Today is officially day number 1 of our challenge. And that's exactly what we're going to have at this particular point. Jovelyn looked over the coaching staff and said it was touched.
Yep.
Let's see if it was checked or not. So it's a challenge here by the UAI Army Lady Troopers.
That's good news for the fans. A lot of the fans asking for the challenge system, and we're having it today and through the, you know, to the rest of the conference. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna add to crucial calls.
So don't say we don't listen to you.
Yeah.
We listen to the fans. Well, the challenge system, well, they say unsuccessful. It actually didn't come out on the screens, and that's what Coach Shaq is alluding to. Here it is.
Yeah, no block touch.
Oh, that was far.
That was far.
That wasn't even in the same time zone. That was...
I actually thought they were going to contest the ball in, ball out.
That is exactly what I thought as
Yeah.
well.
Well, first challenge unsuccessful.
That's going to go down as a trivia question for the PVL.
Yeah.
Araneta gets denied. Pushed over there by Bieria. And she just ran out of space. She had the right thing in mind there.
Exactly. I mean, she saw the entire zone 1, the entire corner without anybody, without people. But just a little too much flick of the wrist.
Villarreal now serving. 1-point lead enjoyed by Army.
Good serve.
Tie will not be denied that time. And we're tied at 5.
Well, you know, speaking of Tiberia, she has, at the start of this conference, she didn't seem like an explosive kind of foreign reinforcement or foreign guest player. But so slowly but surely, we can see she's getting comfortable with her role. And I see her talking to her teammates, like leading them. So that's a good sign for Signal.
And again, you know, for different players, it takes them some time to adjust. Some adjust quickly. Some it takes them a few games.
Yeah.
But the important thing is they've settled down.
Yes. Better late than never.
Oh, definitely. So I'm sure she'd like to be able to come back, but you need to be able to show that you deserve to play here in the PVL. That's a better pass. Tie once again.
Good D.
From the back row to Bino. And they say that's not getting over. That's 4 touches.
Well, in a very close match, at least here in the first set, you want to avoid making these hitting errors. You know, you want to challenge the floor defense. Get it over, get it in.
Tai serving. A lot of depth on that one. Back to the pin, and Laura converts.
Well, you know, like I said in the pregame, the 2 foreign players here, Dota and Vieria, they're pretty much similar. You know, they're versatile, they have offense, they have defense, but their offense, both of them getting stronger and stronger as each game passes. So for Army, they're hoping to get their first win today.
Don't tell that to the fans of Signal, but here, Doria says, let me just get that off the blockers and pick up a point for my squad, and we're tied at 7.
Well, look at the rotation of Signal. Meneses in front. I'm sure all the fans really excited for Ria Meneses to be playing today.
Good serve there by Doria.
Yeah.
That's a nice pass. Doria was on the ground already.
Crawling.
Well, Balse, she's played this game so long and knows where the holes are on that court. Picks up the point there as we get to our technical timeout. It's Army up by 1, 8-7. Switch to Signal postpaid for more super loaded bonding moments. Get free 3 months and more when you subscribe today. Call 8888-5555 now. 8-7 is our tally here. Army with a 1-point lead. We're in the first set.
Ooh.
Well, Rachel Andakis gets that point there. Skying high.
Combination play by Signal. But you know, I'm looking at the bench of Signal and I'm looking at Ces Molina. And my thought bubble is, why isn't she playing? I mean, I hope we can get a report from Sam on whether or not she's 100% or what have you.
And again, sometimes, as you said, coaches just really want to change things up every now and then. So that'll be a good report. That's right.
Well, speaking of change things up, Rachel Andakis with a stuff block there, a one-on-one. And she gets the point.
That's a good look at her. That serve's not going to go over, and just like that, we're going to be tied at 9.
Yeah, really close set here. Close first set for both teams. Obviously, both teams knows what's at stake. You know, their semi-final dreams and hopes, and they're really fighting it out for every point.
That set a little bit out of place. That's a nice
Yeah.
stretch there from Tai, just to keep that alive, and half that point's got to belong to Tai there.
3/4.
3/4, definitely. She really stretched out for that one.
Yeah, and Anthony Araneta says, I got you. This is for you. Look at that. You know, making sure that her teammates' efforts did not go in vain.
Daki is trying to get her team a 2-point edge. Tubino didn't really get that one solidly. Araneta,
Ooh.
pretty good support.
Oh, good
They
day.
go down the line. Jonella gets that one. And now Tai. The pancake works. Great point here. Meneses. Power tip's not going to work. Well, Rachel tried her very best impression of a Tai, but couldn't get it that time.
Yeah, you have to give it to Jovane Gonzaga. Just finding that, you know, little seam there in the floor defense of Signal. But what about that rally? I mean, you got to credit the defense of both teams.
That was very close, that pancake. Looked like it might have hit the floor, but overpass. And just like that, Army is going to take a 1-point advantage.
But you like how the players are aggressive at the net. You know, these overpasses, it has to be a no-no because everyone at the net's ready to put that down.
Yes, they are. Both these teams have come well prepared after the break.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Tai denied.
Oh, good save.
She's
good
able to
save.
reach out for that one once again, just to keep this point alive. Back to Tai. And she puts that one down.
Okay, full point credit to Tai Vieria.
Can you give her a point and a half for that? She really worked overtime.
We'll give her 2. No, but really, that set looked like, from our vantage point, it was an overset, but she's still stretched for that. She's going to have a sore body after today's game.
Well, she doesn't mind as long as they pick up the victory.
Yeah.
She's going to score another point, and they're going to push forward by 1.
I told you, these overpasses should be avoided, really.
And a net touch now is going to be requested, this time by Army. So they've already lost 1 challenge.
You are allowed per team 2 challenges. If it's successful, you retain it, and so on and so forth. So if Army loses this challenge, they will be without challenge.
Exactly. They're done here for this set.
So I think the challenge is net touch, right? Net touch.
Correct.
Okay.
So they must have seen something from their vantage point, because it was closer there. But that was right in front of us, but we'll see.
Yeah.
As it stands, though, it is 12-11.
Here we go.
Well, it didn't look like any.
That was clean. That was a clean kill by Tai Vieria.
And so they are out of challenges. And again, that wasn't close.
Yeah. Hold on, hold on. No referee whistle yet. No, but I think also maybe Coach Kung Fu, either he saw a net touch, or 2, he just wants to stall because he clearly can feel that Signal is, you know, getting the groove, getting into a rhythm.
I understand that. But at the same time, you can actually use one of your timeouts first. First of all, let's go back to Sam.
To all those watching, you may be wondering where Cess Molina is, and I can assure you guys that she's here in the venue right here with her squad on the sidelines, and she told me that she's been training with the team, so there's really nothing to worry about. She's just staying ready, as you can see, doing some band activations right here on the side, and would huddle with her fellow teammates, okay? And she also tells me that she's okay. From a scale of 1 to 10 on the scale, she's at a 10. Nothing to worry about indeed. So this may just be the strategy of Coach Shaq. So let's see if she's going to be coming in anytime soon. Back to the panel.
Thanks a lot, Sam, for being on top of the situation. And right now, on top of that particular point is Signal. And they're up by 1.
Yeah, miscue there, wasted opportunity. for Army. So for the Signal fans, you have to be happy. You can breathe. You can have a sigh of relief because you know the fear is she injured? Is she sick? But she's not. She's just waiting.
So that means Coach Shaq now has something up his sleeve.
Yeah. Doesn't he always?
Doria's gonna score once again. It's a 2-point lead for Signal. This is their biggest lead of the set. They trailed early by 3.
But when you look at the rotation of Signal, obviously Ces Molina is a outside hitter, right? So since Tiberia is an outside hitter, it's actually shuffling Rachel Landakis and Molina.
This is what I'm saying. Now Coach Kung Fu calling one of his timeouts because you want to be able to save those challenges for maybe a crucial stage in the set. But let's listen in first.
Diba, ano na tayo eh, mispass na challenge ng konti. Huwag nyo hintayin kung anong gagawin ng kalaban natin. Hintayin nyo lang anong gagawin. Okay, one good pass ulit. Tapos spiker mo, King. I-recruit mo sarili mo. First ball ba? Wala namang kakasilatin yung galaw.
Tandahan. UAI! Kailangan ko lang.
15-12. This is now the biggest lead for Signal. Matching the biggest lead of Army earlier here in set number 1. Araneta with the serve. That's a much better pass here for Army.
Oh,
Laura dug. Tai dug as well. That's going to get to the defense.
oh, great job by Joe Gonzaga finding that angle and clipping the line. The blockers were there, but she was able to get it through.
Gonzaga now serving her team down by 2.
You like that coming off a timeout.
Cayuna's going to try to send that one over. That's going to get them this free ball to the middle. Now to Tai. She's denied. Back to Tai.
Oh!
That's smart hitting.
That is. You know, she got blocked by Ivy Perez, went cross court, but off speed.
That's going to bring us to another technical timeout. Signal up, 16-13. And let's take a look at his V-reel. And how can you be brave when you enter a haunted house? Come on.
Do you like haunted houses?
No, obviously
Me
that's why you can see.
also.
I'm not even looking at the V-reel anymore. I'm just looking at Rachel's face, and her expression says it all.
I love the reaction after this. Just enjoying herself. There
That's
you
what I
go.
do. That's what I do. I'll punch anything in my path. Get out of there. But obviously, Halloween just finished, and well, she doesn't want to have a spooky game here today.
Yeah.
She wants to have a clean 3-setter if they possibly can, because they need a victory.
Yeah, and I feel Signal has been struggling at the start of this conference. So from today, like we mentioned, what's at stake? You know, just 2 semifinals berth or seats. So you know, you want Signal to slowly but surely get their game going.
Well, first and foremost, they need a victory just to be able to have any chance of making it there. It starts from there, especially for Army. If they lose here today, there's no way they can make it to the top 4.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's their semifinals hopes down the drain.
Laura serving. Ooh. Dak is there, blinding Janela.
we heard Jack Janela's reaction. She's so shocked that Dakis moved last minute. Well, but for Army, that's an ace serve right there.
Let's see if they try to go right back to Rachel. Yes, they do. Dakis dug easily there. Back to the pin, Tubino. Quick play. Doesn't work there for Doria. Found the back row, Laura. Araneta's done so well there in the back end. Daki says, let me just use the blockers up in front.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best set. But she had to chase it, but still, she had the right thing in mind. She went down the line, and look at this. Used, actually, a bit of cross in between the two blockers and used the blockers' hands to her advantage. But really, you can sense the aura in the court from both teams. Both teams really fighting it out.
Well, they understand the magnitude of this particular game.
Ooh.
Doria's not able to control that one.
Well, we talked about Tubino erupting for 24 points in that last game. And she needs, that's her goal today, 24.
That's been the problem really with Royce, is her game's been up and down. But if she's able to find that consistency, you know, she can be one of the strongest point scorers here in the league.
Yeah, but we did mention on the previous conferences, she had to fulfill academic and military commitments, so her training wasn't 100%. That's why a lot of expectations for her, you know, this conference. And so far, started out shaky, but doing pretty good.
Meneses stopped. Tai.
Wow.
Look at the angle that she hit that with. Excellent.
That is a perfect example of you reading your opponent's defense. Just finding that hole. Look at that.
Tai already with 8 points here.
Oh, wow. She is a woman with a mission.
Oh, definitely. Ooh, that's not gonna go over there for Cayuna.
Boy, she's known for her serves, but today, that's her second service error.
Nice look at Villarreal. Perez with the serve. We are knotted at 18. We're gonna have a sprint to the finish here.
Yeah, mad dash.
Who's gonna get the upper hand? That's a great serve. In the middle, Meneses denied. Back set, and Dakis delivers.
You know, for Signal, you have to be happy because every time Dakis plays good things happen to Signal.
She's one of those barometers, huh? As far as Signal is concerned.
I would say, I mean, we covered a lot of Signal games, and we always see if Dakis is, you know, if her game, if she's got game, they play well.
Bump set, tie.
Oh, good
That's
save.
a nice stretch.
Ooh.
Cayuna there at the right place. Araneta goes down the line. She's dug. And Dak is not able to control that one. And just like that, it is another 19-19 deadlock.
Oh, you have to credit great setting by Ivy Perez. Look at that. Villarreal was late to close, and Villarreal just targeted Rachel and Dakis.
Bautista's gonna check in, so they got another veteran there. You like to have somebody like Nene on the court when it comes to these crucial stages.
And she has proven her worth, you know, coming off the bench, her digs, her serves.
Tai slowed down there. They go to the pin. Laura slowed down as well. Go to a bump set. That may not be the best of sets. Tai did the next best thing. Meneses.
Good dig.
Boy, what a point.
Oh.
And again, Janela's there. Back to Tai. Full swing, but Janela not able to recover there in time.
Boy, the blocking of Army. Really just clamping down on Beria. Look at that.
And a timeout now will be called by Coach Shaq.
Basta yung bola, wala na siyang just mag-down the lane. Cover, tuloy-tuloy na ng coverage, ha? Yung cover natin, yung dito pa rin, ha? Okay, sige, tuloy lang tayo, okay? Sige, one good pass lang.
Kapit na, kapit! And strong, ha?
Okay, ha?
And give us sige. Happiness signal! Awesome! Let's go!
Focus muna tayo, focus, ha? Focus.
Well, this is it. It's winning time here for set number 1, 2019 Army. Just up by a point.
I would say really this first set has been so entertaining because you can feel that the level of play both teams have turned it up a notch here, and yet we are that close, 20-19.
Can you feel the tension?
Yeah.
You can cut it with a knife. Here comes Tai once again, scoring her 9th point, almost in double digits, and we're still in set number 1.
Yeah, she's been stepping it up today, doing it both blocking, digging and getting it off the blockers.
Meneses, nice to see her back in action. Back to the pin, Laura slowed down. Tai, another good stretch. Araneta will just push it forward. Why not go to Tai?
Oh!
That is well planned. Laura saw that there was a huge hole there right in front.
Well, she's playing it smart. Like Beria, she's reading the opponent's defense, the off speed, just finding the hole.
Now 1-point lead once again here for Army.
You can see it in their faces. Talk about Army. Look at Villarreal.
Everybody means business here this Thursday. So does Doria. She just continues to churn out those good numbers for her squad.
Yeah, and we talked about her net defense. What about offense? Once they give her the set, she also delivers. Great set there by Jelka Yuna.
Both setters have done their job.
Oh, good
Ivy
save.
not able to get there. Good thing Gonzaga was.
Oh, come on!
That's a quick one. And Tai delivers. She's now in double digits with 10 markers.
That's perfectly executed play for Signal. See the way Jelka Yuna set this. Just one blocker, and boy, you're talking about Tiberius, how she's been playing. You don't want to put just one blocker on her.
Good serve by Araneta. Jonella got to that one. Back to Tai. She delayed that hit just a little bit.
Ooh!
And now, that's what I'm saying. Coach Kung Fu is out of challenges.
Yes,
He
yes.
could have challenged that. I think he might have a point in this particular rally.
Let's see who touched the net first.
Well, if you look at it, maybe Nene touched it first. A fraction of a second earlier. But again, you see, that's why you want to hold on to the challenge. That was Balse, right? And again, I'm telling you, that's why you hold on to the challenge.
Agree.
You should have called the timeout earlier.
Agree.
Kunin natin yan. Papasa lang.
Sampasa. Umakatake naman tayo eh. Gulang ulit na tayo ng depensa. Let's go.
Tapos tayo ha, tapos tayo. Tara. UAI! Army!
Who's going to have a stronger finishing kick here today? At least in set number 1. That looks like Jerry Lee there on the right.
Yeah, Jerry Malabanan and Grace Bombita.
2 points separating these two squads. Signal 2 points away from taking set number 1.
Oh, good serve. Oh!
King saw that the entire way.
Vintage King bouncing. Look at that, just playing it smart. That's one thing you love about King Valse. You know that age is caught up, but still, The experience is still there. Execution still there. Oh!
That's gonna go out. Early challenge here, I guess. No, it's not gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a timeout here. We're tied at 23.
One good pass muna tayo, okay? Okay. Isa lang, isa lang. Wala tayo na 10 puntos.
Happiness signal! Awesome!
Stop. Nakakapagbusta ka naman ng in-out. Long or short.
The coaching staff of Coach Shaq was actually telling him to challenge because they still have 2 challenges and save the timeout.
But I saw Coach Shaq said no, it was out.
It was out. But
doesn't-
again, despite the fact that it is out, you might want to save your timeout
Well, that's
and
true.
use the challenge. You've got 2 challenges.
That's true. It's really the coach's decision.
Exactly. That's why they get paid the big bucks. Ty is going to score there. And it's going to be set point here for Signal.
Yeah, and much to the delight of Coach Shaq. And again, we're talking about the imports, the foreign players, the guest players playing it smart, you know. She hit it wide earlier. Okay, I'm not going to put a lot of muscle into this. Just enough touch.
Already with 11 points is this lady serving here. Perez found their import. Boy, we have 2 very good reinforcements here for both these squads. And just like that, Signal is going to take this set number 1 by the slimmest of margins, 25-23.
Yeah, and it was their captain, Dakis. Look at that. Not the best set, but still, she made 2. All smiles there.
We promised you a dogfight, and it is. Set number 1 will go to Signal, 25-23. Welcome back to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. As you take a look at that first set, which lasted 33 minutes, and that was 33 minutes of pure action.
Yeah. I mean, high quality volleyball for you. Both teams doing it in offense, defense. We saw, but I would like to mention defense. More defense because you love all the floor defense of both teams. Diving for the balls, running, scrambling. It was a close set. I wouldn't say anyone controlled it, but towards the end, it was just, like you said, Signal by the slimmest of margins. You know, that's how close this set has been. So you have to give it to the foreign player of Signal, really from start to finish, contributing to their cause. Tiberia really playing well, and they claimed the first set.
11 points here for that lady alone as we take a look at the numbers of set number 1.
Well, we talked about how close it was, no? Only towards the latter part. But the attacks really Signal with 13, 19 for Army. But when you look at the errors, not pretty bad. You know, a 4 and 6 for respective teams. But it's really towards the end game of the first set. Really, when Signal just had the right answers, had the right stops.
Can you imagine 10 of those attack points for Signal, all by just one lady? So you can imagine the contribution that she's made offensively.
And she's, you know, for me, what's nice also, okay, here we go. Here are the numbers. 19 as compared to 13 in terms of attacks for Signal blocking. Equal aces. Army, but the opponent's errors, we were talking about that. Pretty decent numbers. But again, you know, we talked about one person doing damage, 11 points, and that's just the first set alone.
Let's see if she's able to keep up that relentless pace. Welcome to set number 2. Anthony Suntay here together with Noreen Go and Sam Corrales also on the sidelines. Here we go. Remember, in set number 1, Army raced off to a 3-0 advantage. But they still lost that set.
Well, Army, we gotta say, they didn't play all that bad.
No,
you know,
they didn't.
It was just Signal who stepped it up a bit in the latter part of that first set.
Meneses, they are making her presence felt at the net. But in the end, jumping in again will deliver a point.
Well, she has been solid today for Army. Talk about Jocelyn Gonzaga, but I feel they have to get Royce Tubino going. We saw a couple of kills early on in the first set, but they have to get her going. You know, we talked about her erupting for 24 points in that last match. So you got to set her, give her more sets.
Well, today she only has 2 points. So the defense has kept her in check. But it's a good point. They're not looking for her as much as they did the last time out. Well, there they look for her, and she got denied.
Well, they weren't the only one looking for her. So was Rhea Meneses looking for her cross court. Look at that, covering the cross. Boy, that's great blocking for you.
Well, that's also, you know, one of the pitfalls. If you have a tremendous first game, let's take a look first at the question from Celine Domingo. Which of my fellow Lady Tams in this game will step up and lead the charge? So we encourage everybody to please join in our discussion. Let us know who you think of those Tamaraos.
But first, they have to pinpoint which are the Lady Tams playing in both teams.
You know, there are a lot.
Well, we can see Dakis, Jel Cayuna, Net Villarreal.
Villarreal, correct.
Yeah, Agno.
Tina Agno is right. You know, a lot of our viewers are so well versed,
Yeah.
knowledgeable. I'm sure that they'll be tweeting us as well, telling us, hey, you missed this and you missed her.
Please do. Oh,
Joining our discussion once again. Back to the action. We're tied at 2. That's going to get through. Ivy not able to get there.
well, you gotta credit the ball distribution of Jel Cayuna, getting everyone involved. Araneta, she can sense Araneta has the hot hand as well.
Nice serve. Gonna go to Tubino defensively. That's gonna get through. Kept alive there by Araneta, but Rachel a little bit late to react.
And miscue there between Beria and Dak is looking at each other. They wasted opportunity.
You know, talking about using your reinforcements, Condota's got 4 points. On the other side, of course, we kept talking about Tai already with 11.
Yeah.
Let's see, they try to look for Laura a little bit more. Araneta might run out of space there. Let's check in now with Sam.
Reinforcement tied the area has been quite on fire for the Signal HU Spikers, already putting up double digits in this game today and also in their last game against Creamline. Now she tells me she just brings out a different mentality against different blockers. It calls for her to be creative and try different approaches. She has been expecting a scrappy battle against Army, and you could really feel the fighting atmosphere from both sides of the court. Tai is well aware of how hungry Army is to get their first win. So Tai told me that they cannot relax and just treat this like a must-win situation, as always, as she gets that point. Back to the panel.
Thanks, Sam. Plain and simply put, it is a do-or-die situation. You have to win today.
You love it that it was on cue as Sam was talking about her. She gets that kill.
And she picks up point number 12. Bomb set. Gonzaga will score there. Just brushing it off Tai's shoulder.
That's a smart tip by Joe Gonzaga. She knows she's out of position. But a point is a point. Just play it smart.
The captain here with the serve. Oh, that one into the net. I'm sure she'd want that one back.
Well, that's her first attempt at hitting the second ball over. And we will see more of that because, you know, every time she gets that in, that's an added option for the offensive Army.
Tai with the serve. Sends that one too long.
Error after error for both teams.
Just like what happened in set number 1, it has been nip and tuck. Laura this time.
Oh, good save.
Laura was able to get to that
Yeah.
one. How? I don't know. Nice stretch. Dakis, yes!
Did we hear correctly? Signal had like 2 weeks, kind of a 2 weeks break, and it's working wonders for Dakis. She looks so fresh, so healthy, and so good out there.
And that's, I think, what some coaches fail to realize, is that sometimes you need to let your players rest and recover.
Yeah, but if you don't have time, I mean, we have had a couple of compressed tournaments that really there's not much time to rest.
Because that's two schools of thought. You have one group of coaches saying, no, I need to keep practicing because we need to stay sharp.
Yeah.
There's another set of coaches that will say, but you need to rest also because you want to keep your players fresh.
That's true. And I remember if it wasn't the first conference, maybe the second conference, Coach Shaq was telling in an interview, said, you know, my girls are not that. Or no, or was it Coach Kung Fu? But anyway, one of these two coaches were saying that my girls aren't spring chickens anymore, so they need time to rest. So
I think he's talking. I think you're talking about Coach Kung Fu,
right?
yes.
So they've acknowledged that fact.
That's clearly a violation, and Dakis acknowledged it immediately.
She felt the net.
Watch it here.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Let's get it with the serve. We're tied at 7.
Good pass.
On the back row, tie. Dug there. Jovelyn really has come to play on both sides.
Ooh.
But here comes Meneses, says, please welcome me back.
Yeah, but you love the way Cayuna just found Meneses, just really came into her.
That's going to bring us to our first technical timeout here of set number 2. It's 8-7, Signal on top. Welcome back to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center for set number 2 between these two squads, Army and Signal, fighting for their playoff lives.
Oh, good green.
Back set, Araneta delivers, and it's now a 2-point lead here for the Signal HD Spikers.
Again, great ball distribution by Jel Cayuna. You know, you see these 3 players in front. Araneta, Meneses, Dakis. Everyone's got a touch already. Good serve.
Tubino, easily handled there by Tai. That's gonna get over. Combination play! And that's gonna work there for Dakis.
Good effort though by Laura Condota trying to dive for that, but it was just too powerful.
Quick timeout's gonna be called here by Coach Kung Fu. Well, she was a sweeper back there, not able to control that one. Let's listen in.
steroids. I-cover nyo lang kasi hindi mo natatapos sa isang galaw. After ng block, nare-recover natin. Dahil may resistant, hindi umi-exact yung bola sa setter's area. So, kailangan nyo mag-react para kayo mag-convert to attack, yung counter-attack natin ang tinatawag. Nagiging problema natin, tumitigil kayo sa isang galaw.
May pasa tayo, Happy. Tuloy tayo, please.
Timingan mo na lang.
You right!
Ready?
Ten-point lead. Cayuna with the serve. It's a good one. Tubino slowed down once again. Ivy will attack and gets denied.
Yeah.
You saw that. She was setting up. Dakis couldn't get it.
I like the reaction of Araneta and Meneses after that. It was all smiles and giggles. That's what really they're enjoying. They're enjoying this match.
Well, they should, because
They
right
should.
now they won the first set
Yeah.
and they're up by 2.
Yeah.
Now, if they start to trail here, then maybe you might see a frown here and a frown there.
Oh!
Cayuna was not aware. That fell right beside her. It'll be an ace here for Ivy.
That's why, you know, people always say, even coaches would say, make sure you always have an eye on the ball, talking about the setters, because when you're by the net, the ball can just dribble over. Ooh!
That's put down. Signals fan saying, thank you very much for coming back today, Ria. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
what a time when your back's already against the wall. You need all these victories. You need a full complement of players.
That's true. And everyone is actually contributing, talking about Signal.
Tubino, handled there by Cayuna. Bump set, tie. Stopped. They go to the other side, Araneta. From the back row, Laura.
Good save.
Tie resets and got under that one.
Yeah, I mean, she had the right thing in mind, trying to just put enough spin, but she found herself directly beneath the ball and lost sight of the court. You know, Army is doing a good job in keeping it close, though.
Yes, they are. Nuna has done a good job manning the floor and, oh, sorry, not the mistakes you can afford to commit at this particular stage.
Yeah.
In this entire situation wherein you need a victory.
Yeah, totally agree. You don't want to see these service errors.
Meneses. That's out. Jovelin looking around saying, was it checked? A while ago, she asked her coach to challenge and she made a mistake. So I think she said, now let's let it slide.
It looked like it was really wide, though.
Just like the other one in
like
set
that.
number 1. That attack slowed down. Meneses with a set here. Araneta denied. Cayuna finds Tai, but Tai will run out of space.
Well, then you got to give credit to the defense of Army right now, because they're making Tai change her shots. I mean, she was successful in the first set, but because of good thinking, she's been committing all these hitting errors.
Villarreal. That's a nice pass. Araneta, dug there by Villarreal. And here comes Laura.
Finally, she gets a touch. How about Laura Condota, and she delivers.
She's got 5 markers for the reinforcement here of United Auctioneers. Army.
Good serve.
Quick play. And Doria, once again. You know, Doria's picking her spots so well.
Yeah, and her efficiency rate, I mean, far, she's been connecting every time she gets a set.
Good serve from Araneta. Ivy having to track that one down, and that's gonna fall right in between. And the two Signal HD players looking at each other. That's Araneta and Daki saying, I thought it was yours.
Clear miscue, but then you love the placement of Jovelyn Gonzaga, just, you know, putting it in between two players.
Back to tie. Quick hit, slow down. That push is not gonna work.
But you can sense an Army. Every time they're trying to tie the game, they get bogged down by these little errors here and there. That's why, you know, it could have been tied. That was a great chance for them, but another error.
Good serve from Tai. Attack there, slowed down. Kayuna will go to Dakis.
Oh, good chase.
Free ball though coming up here. Quick play. From the back row to Bino.
Oh.
Well, again, Ivy trying to attack a little bit early. That works against Army, and that's going to bring us to our second technical timeout here on set number 2. And again, it's a 3-point lead enjoyed by the Signal HD Spikers. Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. We'd like to thank you for your support of volleyball here in the country. Back to the action here as we have this huge battle between Army and Signal. Both teams desperately needing a victory. Tai with the serve here. Her squad up by 3.
Yeah, you know, I think this 3-point lead is so far the biggest here in this set. It
That's
has
correct.
been close throughout.
That was also the biggest lead in set number 1
Yeah.
for both these squads. From the back row, Tai into the net though.
Now down to a 2-point lead. It's been, you know, playing around there, 2-1. But Army has never tied this yet, so that's what they want. Get over the hump. You know, try to tie this match first.
You know, Tai has been held in check here in the second set. She's only scored 1 point.
After 11?
That's right. So she's got a total of 12. Still very good numbers, but
Yeah.
the defense has really keyed on her. Dakis slowed down. Tai with the set.
Oh,
And that worked out for Rachel. Not the way you drew it up in practice, but in the end, a point is a point.
that's what you always say. You know, if you don't get the best of sets, you have to make do with what you're given. That's what Dakis did, just hitting it off the blockers, just enough spin to get that.
Doria serving. Her team back up by 3 here. Wanting to take a commanding 2 sets to none advantage. Tubino! That is what they need, her rocket, to start working.
Yeah, you need her to get going, really, if you can get her, you know, sets that she's comfortable with. That's gonna help their cause.
Tubino now so far just with 3 points. After scoring over 20 the last time out.
Yeah, 24 to be exact.
A little bit of a miscue there. Tai from the back row.
Oh,
Look at that power tip there from Ria.
but you can see these players from Signal, they're changing their offense. It's not all strong. It's not all drops behind the blockers. They're really changing it up so you you find Army right now scrambling to keep the ball alive.
Well, Tai seems to have taken a back seat here
Yes,
because
yes.
Ria Meneses now has 5 points here in the second.
And not to mention Angeli Araneta and Dakis. Oh,
That's out. Tubino, they're asking for a check ball, and I think, is it a timeout? Is it a challenge?
it's a timeout.
Tono lang natin kasi ang ganda ng intention natin pero wala sa tono eh. Ganda yung drop ball pero masyadong malambot. Pag ito pa, makasakali. Wala eh, talagang eksakto din yung eksakto sa tao yung bola natin eh. Ngayon, iwasan na natin yung unforced error. Ulitin natin, we have a good pass, we have a good first ball. Atakayin yun ha, para may resistance tayo. Nangyari na yan kanina eh. The more nabibigyan natin ng malambot. Ilaban nyo na ng ilaban ha, let's go!
UAA!
Just a few reminders, but obviously his players know exactly what they need to do. So it's really just to snap them back into action.
Yeah, Coach Kung Fu was saying, you're doing it right, but you're giving it exactly to your defense. So you want to read and find the holes.
Tubino.
Ooh.
That's a great dig there by Janela. Back to Dakis. On the back row, Tai. A lot of spin there. That's going to work for Villarreal.
Oh, you love the defense of Army working, and they end with a slide. And that's another play, another option that Army can go more to the slide.
Gonzalez checks in. That's a good serve for her. They go to the middle.
Oh, good save.
Laurel's at the right place at the right time. That one stays in.
Well, it's now down to 2. Mini rally here, staged by Army.
Coach Shaq was, I think, debating on whether to call a timeout there.
Oh, good dig. Oh, still alive.
That's a good ball. Just to give Signal a chance to recover.
What a
They're scrambling
save.
here.
What a save.
What a point.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
And coming out on top, Rachel Andakis over her good friend, Jovelyn Gonzaga.
Another one-on-one, and she gets that. Well, look at that, the way she read it. She stayed with Joe Gonzaga.
And here comes Ces Molina. And you can hear the fans acknowledging her entry, taking the place of Tai.
Well, I think that's a good substitution, giving Tai, time to rest.
Well, you're going to need her to be able to contribute come the third set. And Ces just checked in and immediately contributes.
Oh, she's telling Dakis, thanks for the tips in blocking. Look at this. Look at this.
That is return to sender.
What an entry there by Ces Molina.
They set up Araneta.
Oh!
Wow! What an angle. And you saw that one just rocket straight down.
I mean, you gotta give it also to Dakis. That was a great set, and Araneta was just ready. She was just ready. One blocker, one-on-one. Boy, Signal really just so mentally focused here.
That's going to be out. And just like that, it is a 6-point advantage here.
Yeah, you can feel, after a mini rally there by Army, momentum has obviously switched jerseys already. It's on the side of Signal.
I'm surprised no timeout coming from Army here. But Rachel is going to stop their forward progress there with that service error. But they still have a commanding 5-point lead.
And that's already huge here in this match.
Signal HD Spikers looking to take a 2-0 advantage here in a game that they cannot afford to lose. Actually, neither of these teams can afford another loss. And here's Molina picking up another point.
You know, you love seeing that. Person coming off the bench gets, number one, a stuff block, and number two, a kill. I mean, that's just how mentally focused these girls from Signal
And again,
are.
from a coach's standpoint, from Coach Shaq's point of view, what an ace that you have up your sleeve.
Oh, yeah.
That you can call in anytime.
Well, that's why she's also in the national team, you know, her caliber.
And that's why a lot of fans were wondering if she was injured because she didn't start here today. Coach Shaq says, don't worry, I got it covered. We got a game plan.
Well, it's pretty similar also to Dreamline. A lot of people are saying, oh, you have the reigning MVP in Tots Carlos, but their foreign guest player also plays the opposite hitter. So really, it's a decision by the coach.
There's Molina once again. And that's going to give them the set, 25-19. It is a real close first set at 25-23, but now just a little bit more. Now with a lot of space, they're able to get this one. And now let's lead into this iConnect feature of Jovelyn Gonzaga.
Elementary pa lang ako, nagsimula na talaga sa isip ko yung magbubuwis buhay sa laro. Simula noon, mas malayo-layo na yung dinala sa akin ng attitude. Titingnan ko na. Ah! Hala! Bilang ambisyoso si ate mo, girl. My closest friend. Ang kita niya, gumagawa ng designs. So, isa ako sa pinili na mag-model-model. Umayos kayo, ha? Tagal to. Bakit nga madumi yung kamay namin dito? May memory gap ako, guys. Ito dapat yung team na binuo for SEA Games 2019. 4 years talaga yung preparation para sa SEA Games. Yun yung goal kasi na pagka-medal. So, yun. Ito yung team na yan. Kinakabahan ako sa mga next year. Hala, no! Di mo ni pwede! Ano to eh? Regional meet. Kalaban namin Bacolod, Capiz, Antique, ganon. And during this time, ano sa utak ko lang talaga, maglaro na maglaro and gusto kong manalo ng manalo. Dumating ako sa point, hindi ko tanggap na pangit yung laro ko, umiiyak talaga ako. Alam mo, sa picture ko, naalala ko mama ko. Kasi hindi nasaksiyan ni mama yung na-accomplish ko sa volleyball. Every time na umapak ako sa court, ang pangarap ko is makapagbigay ng medalya sa Philippines. Galing ka sa hirap. Ang dami mong napagdaanan along the way. Kumapit ka sa gusto mo mangyari sa career mo and gusto mo mangyari sa family mo. And sabay-sabay kayong maghaman. Sobrang proud ako sa iyo. And malayo-layo pang ang pupuntahan natin. And we got each other.
Well, it's really nice to be able to get to know our players a little bit more, and that's what the fans want to know. Is they see them playing on the court, but at the same time, we want to know a little bit more about them. We want to hear it personally from them.
Yeah, their history, their stories. But what I like most about the feature really is how candid they are when they see the photos and how they react. That's priceless. So let's look at some numbers here in terms of attacks. Again, Signal 14-9. So they led both sets in terms of attacks, but this time they outblocked Army 4-0. Aces again went the way of Army. And opponents' errors, we saw both teams increased in terms of committing errors, but Signal played a fairly better second set there, and they're ahead 2-0.
So the first set was much closer, 25-23. A much more comfortable win there in the second. And now look at this. Now they have Ces Molina in and Tai.
Yeah. Which means it's Rachel Andakis going to ride the bench. So that's the rotation. You know, if you have a foreign guest player, you have to go or make your first six around her, design it around her.
the second service error here for Cayuna in this match, which is quite surprising because you did mention it in the first set that she is one of the best servers here in the tournament.
Yeah.
Janela not able to get to that one. Tai tried. And just like that, it's 2-0 here.
Well, that's what you want. You know, if you're Army, you need to win this set, obviously, and we have to say you need to win this set to force a fourth and hopefully a fifth set.
Ooh, that one straight into the net. That's gonna stop there. Progress that time.
Again, that's one thing they have to avoid, obviously, are these errors.
Says serving.
Oh,
That was a right hit. Just ran out of space.
I'm looking at Coach Shaq and Iberia. They're talking. She didn't read. I mean, Villarreal had no blocker, so it was such a wasted opportunity.
Ace here coming from Ces Molina. She has really contributed here in her late entry. She came in just in the second set. Watch it there once again. A lot of dip on that one.
Yeah. So she has a block, she has kills, and now she has a service ace.
Complete. That is it.
Well, for the fans of Army and Honey Royce Tubino, they're hoping that's going to get her going. You know, it's not yet over. They just have to win this third set, and if Honey Royce Tubino can get into the game, then that's going to help their cause.
Well, these are, can we say, pedestrian numbers for her compared to the last time out.
You can say pedestrian indeed.
Araneta continues to have her game-long brilliance as we now check back in with Sam.
Ivy Perez revealed to me what would make Team Army say mission accomplished, and that is having more communication on the court. I asked Ivy how she plans to address that with the rest of her teammates, and they said that they have to begin in training, must focus just on one-on-one conversations with her teammates so that they can all improve, especially with their reinforcement, Laura Condota. And despite the language barrier, she's making an effort to reach out and see how they can work together more. The team has been trying to build this habit in their practices so that it can come out naturally on game days moving forward. Back to the panel.
Well, they needed better performance here today because if they come up with another loss, they do still have a few more games, but might not have a chance anymore to make it to what they call the playoffs.
And of course, you don't want that really narrow road getting to the semifinals there, so you want to pilot as much wins as you can.
Araneta serving here.
Oh, good serve.
She's got a total of 6 points already. That's a nice dig there. From the back row, Molina. Handled there. Tubino now will score a point.
Well, back-to-back point for Tubino. That's a start.
Well, she's got 5 points. And she's tied things up at 5.
Yeah. A lot of fives there.
And she's going to be serving for the 5th time? Today.
For the 5th time.
Just
she's
adding on
hoping,
to those 5s.
and she's hoping in the 5th set.
Yes, that's right. That's a nice recovery.
Oh, what a save.
Boy, Nunag has been all over the place
Yeah.
here. That will drop. And Army is going to take the lead here at 6-5.
Finally, but you have to credit Nunag there. I mean, one-handed save.
She has been solid for her digs and her receptions.
Ooh, that looked like it was going out.
And Joe was looking at Tai saying, what are you doing in my space? I'm supposed to be getting you the ball after. because Tai also realized that was the second ball.
Yeah.
That one, quickly.
You said it right, quickly, because how quickly Signal makes up for that miscue.
We're tied at 6. Trying to set up Laura this time. Tai was there. Molina. Set up Laura once again.
Oh, still alive.
Right back to Tai.
Yeah.
Quick play and nice swipe there by Rose.
Yeah, again, Cayuna's ball distribution, you know, giving it to Doria, giving it to everybody, to whom it may concern.
Lut Malalon is going to check in here for Army.
Yeah, obviously they're hoping for better net defense there.
Well, she can give you that, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Net defense. Back to Molina. And she attacks Malaluan, who just checked in.
Yeah. Such a smart hit by Molina.
That's going to bring us to our first technical timeout here in set number 3. And it's a slim 1-point advantage enjoyed by Signal at 8-7. Welcome back to the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center. We got a good battle on our hands here between Army and Signal. Two teams that need a victory. Hey, Coach Bok.
Oh, he just celebrated his birthday a few days ago.
Oh, so belated happy birthday. Hey, one of the veterans in that squad here of Army. You don't like to see any of the players, you know, wearing
The boot.
that boot.
Yeah.
That's going to get through. And Laura says, you know, I need to step things up or else it'll be a short afternoon.
And you like that she's still smiling, really celebrating the point. And yes, we are tied, which is a good sign for Army. You don't want to give Signal, you know, those 1, 2, 3-point leads.
Nice stretch by Tubino. Transition, Molina. Too much air on that attack.
Yeah.
Villarreal's going to score there, but Doria could have gotten to it. That time she was waiting for her setter to get there.
Yeah. Well, Jel Cayuna obviously got boxed out by her own teammate.
But Doria was there. She could have taken that.
Yeah. Oh.
And again, another service error. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot. They've done that so many times. Talking about Army.
Yeah. Totally agree that that's been their biggest problem today.
Well, here's a question once again from Celine Domingo. Which of my fellow Lady Tams in this game will step up and lead the charge? It should be the captain herself, Rachel Andakis, for them to win. Says Norman. They all have to step up today's game versus United Army, that's for sure. And he says, good luck to both teams, though. Sheila says, I know she's not an FEU alum, but some of my earliest volleyball fan memories were of Jove Gonzaga, playing as a guest player for the Lady Tams. Hope she has a great game today.
I like that answer.
Talk about looking for a hole to be able to get to Jovelyn, huh?
Looking for a hole to get Jovelyn to the Lady Tams.
Well, right now, it's a 1-point lead enjoyed by Signal.
Yeah, off that Meneses kill there.
That is captained by a former Lady Tam in
Yes.
Rachel Andakis.
Yes.
That's out. And it's now a 2-point lead here for Signal.
Well, again, the timing, when we say errors and the timing of when they are committed, that's a perfect example. Another error, giving Signal a 2-point lead, and that Signal, that's where they're going to build on.
I totally agree.
Oh, what a serve!
And it's now a 3-point lead here off that ace from Doria.
That's a perfect serve. Look at how it dipped right after the net.
And a timeout will have to be called here by Army.
Hindi naman yung first goal naman. Grabe na, andito na yung bola. Tumatakbo ko pa ng running. Di ba pwede yung broken play ba? Out of system. Press. Okay? Lahat ng pinupuntos nila halos tayo nagbibigay. Lamang na lamang sila sa atake. Sige pa rin ang bigyan natin ng bola. Ngayon, first in first, pasak. Pag-iwalay mo na yun. Pag wala ng atake, back row. Joe, pwede ka naman mag-atake dito ng...
With 3 points, the biggest lead here in the third set for the HD Spikers. Not a good serve there from Doria.
Oh, still alive.
That came back. Here's Molina. Nice stretch there. From the back row to Bino. Now Molina, yes!
You see it like she was already leaning towards the antenna, but she still gets that kill. There. What a stretch there.
This is now the biggest lead in the third at 4. And Doria serving once again. She's done a lot of damage from there.
Yeah.
Laura.
Oh, good save.
Free ball though, here for Army. Can they convert? Gonzalez finds Laura. She gets denied. Back to Molina.
Oh.
And that lead has ballooned to 5.
Well, you gotta credit really the place of Signal. Great defense resulting into great setting. Very textbook volleyball for the HD Spikers.
Molina already with 7 markers coming off the bench. She came in the latter part of the second set.
Yeah.
Bang. Ooh, that's still alive.
Yeah, it is.
And now a chance to transition. Laura.
Oh, oh.
Wow. That will look like a 1 point here for Signal. Could that be the turning point?
Well, they're hoping, especially for Laura Condota.
That could have been 15-9.
Yeah.
Molina once again. That one off the net. So back-to-back points put together here by Army.
Well, that's a start for Army. You need a rally, and this is a mini rally for you.
Big point coming up. And another service mistake. You were building some sort of mini rally. And then, again, bang. Another shot in the toe.
Another shot in the toe. But if we can take from the second set, their mini rally stop at 2. Because that's when the errors come in.
I think Army's running out of toes here. That's going to get in. Well, that's what you like about Army, though. That's why they've got a horde of fans, because they will fight till the very end.
That's true. And you know, if they played their previous matches the way they're playing today, they would have easily won 1 or 2.
I agree. Again, it took them quite some time to be able to get up to this level.
Yeah.
Quite disappointing for them and their fans, but as they say,
Ooh.
there's still some fight. Let's go. Jovelin, Gonzaga, and now Royce Tubino. So that 1-2 punch of theirs, which they had in the last game, now starting to come to the forefront of their attack, together with Laura.
But I love the reaction after that. Look, if you can see Royce Tubino, just that smile, that grin.
They're now within 2. Araneta. Nice bump set. Tubino gets denied.
Good cover.
They go to the other side. Cayuna's there. From the back row, tie!
Ooh, good dig.
Wow. Nuna gets really outdone herself here. Says.
Oh,
She just changes the tempo of the attack.
she just knows what to do every time she's in a tight spot.
It's a 3-point lead enjoyed by Signal as we get to this technical timeout. A new and exciting season of the NBA is here. Watch all the action on NBA TV Philippines, Channel 96 SD. Made more affordable on Signal's postpaid plan 290 and prepaid load 300. The special offer is available from October 15 to November 15 only, so get it now. Well, it's now or never here for the Army squad.
Well, they're down by 3. Maybe one final push from the Lady Troopers.
General is going to check in for the first time in the libero spot for Signal. So I guess they want to give Jack a little break. She's really worked overtime. Tai, just send that one over. Bump set there. They send it to the other side, and Araneta.
Oh, still alive.
Wow. Again, what an effort there shown by Laura.
Ooh.
And Tai says, you know, I think I've been quiet a little bit too long.
I mean, she's gonna need her moment. And what a moment. Look at this. First line.
Well, that is only point number 14 after scoring 11 in the first set. So,
well, again, we mentioned it. You know, it's really balanced scoring for Signal. You know, ball distributed really well.
Coach Jack was telling our second referee that he was thinking of challenging.
I wanted to actually remind the coaches, you do have challenges, okay? We only saw 2 in the first set.
Well, that one wasn't close. That one was really out.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice dig there by Junella. Tai stopped. Back to Tai. She gets that one through. And again, we gotta credit Junella for being in place at the right time as well. Keeping that rally alive. There's that piece of action. Without Junella, that point would not have happened. Now a 4-point lead once again here for Signal. Meneses with the serve. Malaluan will score.
Well, again, maybe final push for Army is what they need right now.
Well, it is now or never.
It is literally now or never.
Gonzalez will take a seat. Perez is back in. Paran is in also. As their captain, Jovelin, will take a breather. Team captain, they say, is Bautista.
Yeah. Good serve.
Wow, just going high hands.
But you know, that's how good she is, Tamal says Melina. Coming off the bench, you know, playing the way she's playing right now, really, it's like she didn't have to warm up. Estranero and Troncoso in doing their double substitution.
Estranero now. Good serve.
Yeah.
That stays in.
Those are the hardest to get, the corners.
Army's got to close the gap now. And they need to serve better.
Well, they have a full front row. It's the best time to do it.
Almost an overset.
Ooh.
That one's tight as well. Troncoso, Doug.
Oh,
Well, you saw that was doomed from the set.
yeah. I mean, obviously, communication was lacking in that play.
Back up to a 4-point lead here at 2016. Tie serving.
Oh,
Malaluan, that's a good dig there from General. Molina. Back to the pin, Laura. What an angle. Attacking there was Doria. Attack slowed down there.
long
Ayel
rally.
going to Molina. One of the best we've seen here. Back row attack. That stays in. Will they challenge? No, a timeout will be called here by Coach Kung Fu because now it's a 5-point disadvantage for Army.
Atakihin lang ng atakihin. Bigla lang yung backline natin. Importante walang titigil sa atin. Atakihin nyo lang ng atakihin hanggang sa maging successful. Okay? Kung hindi ma-convert sa points, ready for block ulit tayo. Okay? Pag hindi ulit, counter lang tayo ng counter. Kasi yun ang pwede natin gawin. So every time na pagkakataon na umatake, atakihin natin. Okay? Huwag lang kakalimutan na mag-coverage. Okay, sige, wala ulit tayo. 5 ha?
Well, he says we can't give up. That's why we're in the Army. So good, Lana, so good. Ty, look at her numbers there.
And showing us her version of a corner hit.
They go to Malaluan. General, slow that one down. Where does Ivy go? Back to the pin, and Laura delivers.
Well, you love that she's still fighting it out here. You know, even though they're down by 4, Laura Condota's just going for every shot. It goes to show her commitment, really.
Malaluan serving. Can they get in a good serve? Yes, they can.
Yeah.
That's put down there. Well, the defense was waiting for that.
Yeah, Villarreal read that through and through. Now it's down to 3.
This is it. One final push.
Yes.
Nice dig there by Perez.
Ooh.
And now it's a free ball. Why not go to Malaluan? It's a nice recovery there by Bautista. Ooh, Ivy thought he was tipped. I didn't think that was checked. That would have gone out. That would have been point Army. That's gonna hurt.
I think it was checked, wasn't it?
That's close, but I mean, initially, I didn't think so. Meneses, one-on-one, says, I'm a monster. Now a 5-point lead enjoyed, and there's Meneses once again, dominating Villarreal. Now Signal, just 2 points away from picking up another victory here. It would be victory number 2 to get to 500. Oh, that gets in. Molina with a lot of spin. Bump set there.
Oh,
And Laura keeps her team still afloat.
I mean, like we said in the pregame, she has not disappointed Army. She's just playing steady, playing solid. But one thing Army's got to learn is a total team effort. You can't rely on just one player. You know, you got to have players like Tubino stepping up, producing those monster numbers.
Agree.
Yeah, I mean, one thing they have to learn moving forward.
Gonzalez. Molina kept that one up. Tie.
Oh!
And they found zone 1 completely empty.
Clips the line there.
Tie now with a total of 17 points. Watch point number 17.
And she's making it look so easy.
She came up really big in that first set the tone, and then let her teammates take the spotlight.
Oh. That's it.
What a way to end that one. Little anticlimactic, but in the end, Signal HD really deserved the victory here today.
Yeah, I totally agree because everybody was just ready. You know, we saw it from the start. Signal was just so mentally focused. You have to keep saying everybody played well. So yeah, they get a victory.
Well, set number 1 was really hotly contested. But in the end, it's his 3-0 victory for the Signal HD Spikers. And that's your final score here in this one. Signal winning this in 3 straight sets. 25-19, 25-23 first, 25-19 the second and third sets.
Well, you know, Signal, like we said, you know, the start of the game, they knew what was at stake. They had their eyes set on the semifinals. The last 2, you know, places there in the semifinals. It's a tight race. They had to start winning, and they looked like they were ready. That's what you like about them. Everyone contributing to their cause. Let's mention first their captain, Dakis, played well. You know, the time she's in court. What about Tiberia? Playing well as well. Everyone playing. Well, we have to give it really to one person. But we'll talk about her later. But it's really a total team effort there for Signal.
Yes, it was. Even Doria had her moments. So many really were able to contribute. Molina even coming off the bench, almost in double digits.
Well, that's the story, really. Signal out-attacking Army in all sets. In the third set, 15-12, blocking this time by Army. So for Army, you see, you know, flashes of brilliance for here and there. But Signal minimize their error to just 4. But again, Army, you know, even though they're out of contention now with the loss today, again, you have to be happy with your program because you're looking forward, you're looking to the future and how you're going to build this team.
Little by little, as they say, but they got a lot of veterans. They'd like to be able to also interject a few young ones for that young blood, but here we have our player of the game.
Well, you know, if everyone's playing well, obviously there is someone at the heart, you know, making her teammates look well. Jel Cayuna just distributed the ball really well, got everyone involved, made everyone look good. And for me, she really played like a champion there, and she deserves the player of the game.
And our player of the game is with Sam Corrales.
Yes, joining me now is our player of the game, Jel Cayuna. Unang-una, Jel, congratulations for the straight set win against Army. Ano yung naging impact ng pagiging kompleto ninyo on the court? Bumalik na si Ate Rhea. Maganda pa yung pinakita ni Ty and ni Ces Molina.
Yun nga, unang-una, sobrang thankful kami kasi yun nga, naging kompleto na kami at si Ate Rhea, isa talaga siya sa pangpaboost ng moral namin kasi malaking bagay din talaga siya sa loob ng court.
And before the game, nakipagkwentuhan kami ni Ate Ra, diba, yung team captain ninyo. Sabi niya, medyo naging motivation yung standing sa mga hallways, ganyan. So, how does it feel na medyo buhay pa kayo sa standings and you were able to get this win today?
Yun nga, syempre yung naging motivation namin, yung sarili lang namin kung paano pa namin trabahuin yung mga pagkukulang namin. At hindi naman kami nagsasawa talaga na i-push yung bawat isa.
Teamwork talaga ang naging key to winning for you guys. And
Yes.
Jel, bago tayong umalis, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yes po, binabati ko po yung Cayuna family, mga taga-Dapitan City, si Jingay, at yung coach ko po nung high school, si Gerardo Halosos.
And there you have it, our player of the game today, Jel Cayuna. Congratulations again.
Thank you po.
Well, a very happy Jel Cayuna, a very happy fan base of the Signal HG Spikers because they pick up another victory and they move to 500 at 2 wins, 2 losses.
Yeah, and they're looking good actually doing it. They're playing well at the middle part of this conference.
Coming up next, it's Choco Mucho up against the Akari Chargers. Don't go away. That's going to do it here for our first game coverage. If you have my partner, Noringo, Anthony Sitay saying thanks for joining us. Till next time, take care. Have a good afternoon ahead. God bless.